Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I apologize for the delay because y'all know I usually upload like every day or every other day, but your girl just celebrated her birthday over the weekend. It's not till Wednesday, but shout out to all the Virgos. Happy birthday to all the Virgos. So as y'all see from the title, we are going to be watching part 2 of the DL men. Now these stories are simply to bring awareness. Sometimes the obvious ain't so obvious. So ladies, y'all already know, be careful out there, not only in regards to the DL men, but because of the STD rates, just so much stuff going on. So y'all just be careful. I'm not going to leave any commentary towards the end, so y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all on the next video. I hope y'all enjoy.
Part 1 of how I found out my baby dad was DL. Okay, y'all, this is my first story time, so y'all gotta bear with me, okay? So, around this time, back in 2022, I think, I had allowed my baby daddy to come stay with me. So, hold on, y'all. Y'all gotta work with me now. Okay, when he was staying with me, I guess one night he went out, then he came back. He was like, his phone dropped off the car and he couldn't find it, and he was like mad and shit like that. I'm like, just chill, like you can hold my son's phone so you can get you another phone. So I ended up letting him hold my son's phone or whatnot. And I ain't gonna lie, the same night that he had got the phone logged in, this and that, I had already had it in my head that I was gonna go through it, like, because I'm nosy. So I waited till he went to sleep, got the phone, and I was going through it. But I know my homegirl, like, she's real good when it comes down to going through a nigga phone. So I'm like, girl, I got the phone, pull up. She done pulled up, we going through it, this and that. So I had done seen him, he text a gay guy, but the message, it was unsent. So it was an unsent message to the gay guy, and it was the gay guy sending like the eyes emoji, and that's all I seen. That was it. So then he had 2 different like gay men blocked. So I seen that, and I went back to the house and I woke him up and I'm like, you gay, like you're gay. So he waking up looking confused. He like, what are you talking about? I said, I went through the phone, and why is you texting a punk, like, and why do you have all these punks blocked? He was like, man, he got so mad, y'all. He was like talking real loud. He was like, man, these punks, if a punk trying to add me or follow me, this and that, of course I'm gonna block them. Da 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 da. Lies, y'all. That was red flag right there. I should have walked away right then and there, or whatever. So he going back and forth, me and him going back and forth, and me being naive, y'all, I still let him stay with me or whatever. Okay, so I think this was like June 2022 or whatever. So let's fast forward to July. July come around. Like, I was just so fed up with him because he wasn't helping me. He was eating all the groceries, wasn't providing nothing, like doing nothing for my son. Always gone. So I was just like over it at this point. So I was waiting for him to come home or whatever, but like 3 came around. I'm like, I'm tired, I'm finna go to sleep. I just sent him a text or whatever. So I sent him a text, like basically give him the rundown, like, you need to step up, like you gonna have to either help me or you gonna either have to leave. So after that, I went to sleep. I woke up, he was on the couch, and yeah, I went to go run my errands, came back, he was still asleep. So I ended up having to leave again. So I left again, came back, he was up and moving. So I'm like, I'm looking at him, I'm like, you got my text? Like that. So he was like, yeah, I got it. So I'm like, what you gonna do? He's talking about, I'ma leave. Girl, y'all, why you said that? Because that just pissed me off, because bitch, you been staying with me, and bitch, you ain't help me with nothing. Then when I like, yeah, you gonna rather leave than help. So that just pissed me off. So I was like, bitch, leave. Like, you gonna have to leave now. Like, yeah, you gonna have to leave now. So he was like, you wanna help me, you can start putting stuff on the porch. So I done start putting stuff on the porch. So I'm like, and my son's phone, I need it. So he went to tell him, nah, you ain't getting shit, bitch. I ain't getting nothing. So he went downstairs. So I'm thinking he leaving because he was walking down to the car. I was like, come get this shit. Don't leave this shit on the porch. So he come back with a pad. And if you know, you know. I don't want TikTok to be in this video, but he put the pad on the deep freezer. So I grab it because it's like, you're not trying to give me my son's phone. You're not gonna get this. I grab it, put it up. So after that, he like I think he had done. I locked him out after that, I think. So he was just knocking, like telling me that he needed his pad. So I don't know. I just felt like he was about to, cause I stayed upstairs at the time or whatever. So I just knew he was gonna. I don't know, but I kind of felt it when he stopped knocking that he was gonna do something crazy. But I just didn't know what he was gonna do. So y'all, remind you, I stay upstairs. I have a balcony, and when I say y'all, it's no light poles, no like nothing he can like grab on to get on top of the balcony. So I'm not thinking that he's finna jump on top of the balcony. Next thing you know, y'all, I hear thump. So I already knew he had done jumped on top of the balcony. The door. Then I forgot to lock the door, y'all. So I ran into my room and locked the door. So at this point, from my room, you could talk to somebody through like the balcony, like if I open a window. So I open a window. I'm like, all you gotta do is give me my son's phone and I'll give you the pet. So he said, nah, bitch, you ain't get shit. Give me my motherfucking stuff. Da, da, da. So like at this point, we going back and forth for like some minutes now. Like I'm tired of arguing. So I done got some scissors. So I'm like, I'm about to pour this shit out if you don't give me my son's phone. So we ended up trading like through the window. I gave him his pad, he gave me my son's phone. Why did he do that? I don't know if he thought that I didn't know the pin code, but over the time that he had the phone, I always watched him put the pin in. So I guess he thought I couldn't get into it, y'all. So okay, so y'all, now that he done got his pad, so I'm like, I'm at the like the screen though. I done locked the door. I'm talking shit. I'm like, bitch, you can jump down from the balcony because you're not finna come through my house. You could jump down. So, you know, I'm just talking shit like that. So, you know, he eventually, I had went in the room, laid down. He eventually jumped down from the balcony. So, he get to being at my door, being at the door. Because I need some trash bags. I'm gonna keep knocking, da da da. So, I just didn't want him to be over there with all that, like making all that noise. So I threw him some trash bags out the door. So I had to leave to go get my mom from work around this when all this was going on. So I had to eventually leave out the house. So remind y'all, my kids were, I think they was in their room watching TV. So we had to walk outside. So I walked outside and I don't know what triggered this animal, but he just went to going crazy, like then went to like breaking like the porch light, or like just doing crazy. Just walked right past him or whatever. You doing too much. So after that, and around this time, before I left, I put the phone up because I didn't want to walk out and he tried to grab it from me. So I had the phone up in the house. So fast forward, I got back home and his stuff was off the porch. So some just told me to look out my window. I look out my window. He got like his clothes and stuff like stashed down stairs or whatever. So after that, I'm going through the phone or whatever, and I see messages of this same punk that he had blocked. Remember I told y'all in the beginning he had this punk blocked on Instagram and what's name, but he had a different page. This is a page that I wasn't logged into because remember I told y'all the whole time he was there, I had his information or whatever, but it was another account. So I seen messages between him and the gay boy. So I'm like, hold on, y'all. Well, time about to run out. If y'all want a part 2, just comment and let me know y'all want a part 2, and I'll let y'all know what I seen in the messages. And yeah.
Hey girl, hey, it is your girl Bird Bird. What's the word? How my beautiful people doing today? I wanted to give y'all a story time, my love. Okay, so I wanted to go on live and give y'all this actual story time that I have. Because this one right here, I met this dude in Decatur, Georgia. Okay, it was back in 2015. I met this dude in Decatur, Georgia. He seemed pretty cool, seemed pretty nice and all the shit. So me and him, we hit it off really, really well. So we were visiting each other's house. Like he'll come to my house, I'll go to his house, whatever. We kick it, Netflix and chill type shit. So anywho, I remember he used to always hang around this one dude, his god brother, whatever. So I was just like, I wasn't really thinking nothing of it and all that other stuff, right? So I was just like, well, whatever. A guy have a best friend, just like females have a best friend. So I'm gonna put two and two together, not right then and there. You know what I mean? So anywho, I remember he used to always be on his phone, and he used to always stroll through his phone like this with his pinky finger and stuff. And I found that kind of odd, right? So I was just like, oh, that's kind of weird to see a man just shooting his finger up like that, the pinky finger and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So anywho, I let that go. Me and this dude, we started hitting it off, kicking it and stuff like that. Then we started having, problems in our relationship and stuff because I really felt like he was keeping some stuff from me. Okay? So, y'all, honey, let me tell you this. Okay, baby, this is how I found out that him and his god brother was messing around with each other, my love. Baby, I end up saying something about his god brother, right? And he ended up going off. Like he went off. He ran up in my face going off. Like, bitch, don't ever talk about my god brother like that. And he just snapped. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you snapped because I said a little words about you hanging with your god brother a little too much and this, that, and the third, and you want to jump in the face, right? Okay, cool. So y'all, this one particular night, I went to bed. I went to sleep. Y'all, when I say I got up, I think I woke up like around 1:30, maybe almost 2 o'clock in the morning the next day. Honey, I can hear him talking to a dude on the phone. And it sounded like his god brother. So, child, when I tell you, God, I gotta come back with part two. Hold on, this is gonna be deep. Alright, y'all, so part two. People keep calling my phone, rudely interrupting me. Okay, so anywho, I gets up around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Son woke me up out my sleep, and it was like, get your ass up. So I get up, right? So I hear him talk to somebody on the phone, but I couldn't quite make out the voice, right? So I'm just like, all right, let me get up and go to the edge of the stairs, eavesdropping, trying to be sneaky. Girl, I go to the edge of the stairs, and it's his god brother on the phone, right? I hear his god brother say, I miss you. Guess what this gonna say? This dude was like, I miss you too, baby. I'm gonna come and see you as soon as I can. He's like, give me until the weekend or whatever. I'm gonna come see you. I promise you. He was like, so stop all that. Like, stop all that crying, whatever you're doing. And he was just like, well, you spending so much time with that bitch. What's up with that? He was like, man, calm down. I can't even talk right now. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I can't talk right now. So whatever, whatever. I'm gonna come see you this weekend. So I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So I runs back in the room. I get back in the bed like I ain't never heard nothing. I ain't never heard a thing. Because, baby, at the time, this damn nigga, he's cock diesel. He's big. He's like real swole, 6'5", tall nigga. I ain't about to jeopardize my life and approach him. And so I couldn't even come out and say what I wanted to say. Because this dude, he had a temper too. I was afraid of him. So I was just like, nah, I'm good. Because if I say something like that, my family ain't going to see me no more. So you got to be careful about how you approach these DLs, nigga, because they're not gonna play fair, my love. You gotta protect yourself, protect your life. So I played it off. I went back to bed. Next thing you know, he's coming up the stairs. I hear him coming up the stairs. Girl, my heart racing, like racing. When I tell you, he got up in the bed with me and wrapped his arm around me and kissed me on my neck like ain't nothing ever happened. Like he ain't never said that to his god brother. I'm talking about, my heart was racing. And I was just like, oh my God. Like he was up there trying to feel on me and stuff. And I'm just like, oh no. I was like, I just got my cycle. I told him, I was like, I just went to the bathroom. I just got my cycle. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm not, I can't, I'm not even in the mood, blah, 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 blah. And he was just like, all right, then. He brushed it off or whatever. Girl, when I tell you I was so happy to go to bed that night and get up and leave that dude's house, I left his house. He ain't never heard from me again. Never heard from me again. And the only reason why I did not tell him about what I heard is because the dude know where I stay.
Story time. So this is about a time when I met my friend, one of my closest friends in Jamaica that I have not seen in 2 years. It is 4 of us, and she brings along her new guy that she's dating. And God, I wish I would have never met this guy. We are in Jamaica for 4 days. God, it was a long 4 days, and the trip started out very well, and then it turned into a nightmare. So it come up to our last night in Jamaica, and we are on the beach having food on the beach, and it is beautiful. When I tell you, it is beautiful. So my friend, her boyfriend, comes on to me. He's a straight man dating a straight female, and he hits on me. So we're having drinks, and I excuse myself to go to the restroom because my bladder is full. Now, I did not know he was coming to the restroom, but I'm in the restroom. He comes into the restroom, and I'm at the stall, and he's at the stall. And he says to me, what is the next move? I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know the DL lingo, so I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, what's the next move? Well, I guess he was going to show me. He turns around with his penis out and say, what's up? Of course, this is my friend's boyfriend. I'm like, what do I do? This guy has put me in a very uncomfortable situation. I was dumbfounded. Do I tell her? Will she be mad at me? Will she blame me for it? You know, like, I don't know. So I waited. I waited until the trip was over with. And like a couple of days later, I gave her a phone call. I told her the complete details of what happened, and you will not believe her response. Part 2 of my friend DL boyfriend in Jamaica. 2 days later of the incident, I call my homegirl and I tell her exactly what happened. Telling her what all that transpired while I was at the urinal, and he was there and he asked me what's the next move. And this chick went silent on the phone for at least 30 seconds. I'm like, hello? Hello? Are you? Hello? And she was like, I'm here. And by the tone of her voice, I automatically knew what was about to happen. He says to me, well, is it you think because you gay that every man wants you? I was like, what are you talking about? Like, we've been friends for over 10 years. I have never displayed that to you. She wasn't buying that. She told me that I was jealous of her. She said that when she find a man that she really loved, someone's trying to come in and sabotage that. Not only that, she tells me, you know, he has 3 kids. Like, he's not into guys. He's been married before. Like, he's not into guys. Overthinking it. Overthinking it? What is going on here? So in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, I should have never told you if I knew that this was going to be your response. I am just confused, thinking that I'm doing the right thing, and it turns back as if I'm the bad guy. So after our conversation about this, she did not take it very well. I didn't talk to her for a couple of days, but I did text her and try to console with her because she is my friend. Child, why a week later, the guy, her boyfriend, sends me a message on Facebook with his phone number and say, call me. So this is part 3 of my girlfriend man is DL and our trip in Jamaica. Got the phone number in the DM. Oh no, what do I do? So I click the number and I give him a call, and I'm like, I'm not built for this. I waited. I couldn't do it. I waited a while, and I mean a while before I called him, because I was thinking like, what in the world can he say to me at this point? So when I decided to call him, he's talking crazy like, hey, why did you tell my girl the lie that supposedly happened in Jamaica? So I'm talking to the guy, and all of a sudden, my homegirl comes on the phone. I'm talking about, why is you talking to my man on the phone? I'm like, he told me to call him. So he's in the background like, chill. Man, I'm like, this, and I hung up the phone. I received this long text message from him talking about he was going to beat my ass. How would I try to out him? How am I going to try to call him gay when nothing really happened? You just making up. And here I am like, the f is like, so it's me. Homegirl sends me a message too, and I'm not calling her friend anymore. It's homegirl sends me a message and say, well, if he did that, do you have proof? I don't have no video of this. I wasn't expecting this. It just happened. I don't have nothing to produce to you so you can see it. But why do you have to see it? I'm your friend of 10 years. I've never displayed any malice behavior towards you. I want to protect you, girl. Why are you being so stupid? Child, a year and a half later, I have not spoken with them. And I'm going to Houston to visit my friend and to celebrate. And oh God, guess who I see at the gay club? Part 4 of My Girlfriend Man is DL. So of course I'm in Houston to celebrate a friend's birthday, and we decided to go out to the nightclub. We get to the club and the line is long, but we are determined to have a great night at the club. And like most clubs, you're going to the bar, you're trying to get a drink, you're really trying to get yourself right for this night. We're having a great time. We are dancing. The club is nice. It's not your ordinary club. It's a very upscale, nice music, a mixture of people there. It was a fabulous club. We have been in the club for about an hour. You know, you walk around, you meet people, people are talking to you, you're talking to them. But guess who I see in the club? I'm like, now I'm all tensed up. I'm thinking about, oh, this guy about to beat my ass. You know, I'm thinking crazy because it's a very crazy situation. But now I'm thinking like, oh, this is nothing finna happen because you in this gay club. So definitely try to avoid this guy because I'm not into the drama. So I was doing all I could do to stay clear from this guy. On the other hand, I didn't want to spoil the fun because we was there to celebrate my friend's birthday. I was like, I'm just gonna have a good time. I'm not worried about this guy. We're about to leave and we're waiting for our Uber to show up. And guess who approached me? Yep. Homeboy approached me and we're like, hey, what's up? I am confused. I don't know if I should speak back. I don't know if I should get ready to fight. I don't know. But I said to myself, I'm going to be mature about this. And I just said, hey, how you doing, man? You doing all right? Home guy didn't even talk about the situation. He was not even, that mud didn't care about that situation. It never came up. The only thing that he wanted to talk about, he wanted to finish off what he started. Shit, I was like, shit, maybe I should do it. Or maybe I shouldn't do it. But of course, I couldn't do it. It's not who I am. It's not how I roll. I couldn't do it. I was not going to play the games back and forth. I was not going to belittle myself and go into that space that I will regret later. So I politely declined and he walked away. Wait. Oh, baby, it's not over with. Hold on. Silly me. I sent her a text message and told her what I saw. And listen, I had proof this time. So I took a freaking picture of his ass at the club and I sent it to her. And she called me the next morning and told me that she already know they're not together anymore. She went through his phone and baby saw all the foolishness. Like he was talking to all kind of guys. She even seen him on Grindr. She made a fake Grindr account and saw him on there. This dude is trash. I think I understand. I understand how she felt. I get that. She was insecure. She wasn't she was not making the best decision. She was willing to throw away a 10-year relationship with me just to feed into some type of vulnerability she had. But look, to protect my peace and my insanity, we can no longer be friends. I'm out.
Okay, story time on how I found out my ex was DL. Okay, me and him was together. We lived together. He had a daughter. He had custody of her. So at the time, she was living with us. I didn't have no kids at the time, so that was like my daughter. Like I did everything with her. Like that was my baby. Okay. Easter came around. We took some family pictures and I posted it on my page. So the next day, I'm just going through the likes and stuff, like to see who was loving our pictures, whatever. I came across this Facebook page. They love the picture, but they're not my Facebook friend. So I'm like, okay. They had to type my name in, like, was on my page looking to find it. Okay, so meaning, like, you typed in my name, went on my page, and was strolling on my page, seen the picture, and loved the picture. Okay, so I go on the Facebook, and I realize that it's a trans. Never seen this trans before, nothing. But I noticed that it was mutual friends with my ex-boyfriend. Okay, so like a week go by, I don't say nothing about it. I go through his phone. I don't know why. Something just told me to go through his phone. His phone was right there. I went through the phone. He wasn't there. He had left to go do something, but he left his phone, so I took the opportunity to look through it. Now, at first, when I'm going through the phone, everything looked normal. Like, I don't see anything. Like, I'm just going through the messages, blase. Okay, the typical inbox, being thirsty, whatever. It wasn't too much, so I wasn't tripping. Then I remember about the trans. So, I went to the trans page from his page and was just, like, looking, whatever. Something told me to hit the message box. So why I hit the message box and all I see is purple and white. Purple and white meaning conversations. Like conversations going back. Like conversations. So Easter, the family picture must have ruffled a feather because I remember the messages saying, oh, you just fuck me and you just go back to your family. You told me you wasn't messing with her no. You told me you was done, etc. You was just at my house making love to me, telling me how you don't want her, you not happy, you trying to figure out how you gonna come out the closet, etc. So I'm like, okay, like I just felt sick to my stomach, cause like, what the fuck? So I'm just reading the messages, like lining up the dates, putting up the dates for stuff. Cause like, when do you have time to like be over there and do stuff like with this trans? So I'm lining up the dates in his phone, my phone. I see a couple of times like I was out of town on girls trips, like, having fun. So me and him, like, we not on the phone. I'm not the type, like, if I'm out of town, like, I'm not staying on the phone with my boyfriend all day, whatever. So that's when he had the opportunity. And I go out of town a lot. So yes, I do go out of town a lot. I travel with my friends, So yeah, one incident. So I'm matching up the dates. I remember one time I was on a girl's trip. And when I came back, I went through his phone. He was at a girl house. He kept telling me, oh, I promise I didn't fuck her. You could ask her. She told me that he didn't fuck her. Whatever. She said he left her house, like, right before they were supposed to do it. So I'm like, so where you went at? He was like, I came home. I felt guilty, whatever. I couldn't do it. I couldn't cheat on you, etc. So I'm lining the dates up. How about he left the girl house and walked to the trans house and had sex with the trans? Like, the scene in that phone had me so sick to my stomach. Like, I just couldn't. So now I done been in his phone like damn near almost an hour. So I'm like, he finna be coming. I need to send this stuff, because like if I just go off word of mouth and say it, ain't nobody gonna believe me. And one thing about me, I like to have receipts. I'm gonna have receipts about anything. I don't care. Anything I said, I'm gonna have receipts to him. So I'm just sending the screenshots to my phone, sending stuff to my phone, so I can have it. Stumble across the POF app. Plenty of fish. 4 trans in his box. He talking to them. Looked like he met up with one trans at Burger King. Like, I was just sick to my stomach. just sit. Then just so happened he called me off his brother's phone and was like, babe, did I leave my phone at the house? I said, you sure did. And you got some explaining to do. Do y'all know that boy never came to my house? Y'all, that was like 6 years ago. That boy never came to my house and got his stuff. When I was finna move, I reached out to him and told him, what you want me to do with your stuff? He like, just throw it away. Like, that boy never wanted to face the music because he knew he was dead ass wrong. And he's still going around now, tricking women and, you know, whatever, still having kids by people. Got about 8 kids now. I haven't seen them. Oh, I lie. I ran into him one time at a function, and he put his head down, and you know, I was so drunk, so tore up, like I just went on about my business. But like, that's crazy. Like, this man living with me under my roof every day, like, and you really made time to go out the way to go have sex with transsexuals. It's crazy.